Okay, here we are once again. If you're watching anything current on the Gunner Racing website, you saw that we just did a Facebook bit with Brian and the wonderful stories that he has. And you think of a story, you think of something as perceived the truth, and this is beyond the truth. His stories are so true to life, which is such a great thing as he tells them with his German accent and everything. It's a remarkable thing that you're here with us. But thank you for having us, as this thing is going to leave us tomorrow and coming down. So, I'd like to show you a little bit about, what we did with 917-017, or as we can still talk about 917-004, because you ended its life as a 04 in the accident at the BOAC in 1970. But basically, Brian's already asked me about certain things like where do we get the lights and things like this. When this car came, it was a basket case. And Bruce Canepa chose us to do it because I had all the parts to put it together, or at least most all the parts. So we were able to do the body and to do certain things that we didn't get when we got the car because they were done through time and needed to be replaced. But anyway, as we talk about this car, I'd like Brian to maybe get in the car and tell us a little bit about the story with it. You can see it's in pretty good condition, but we'll go ahead and I'll undo the seatbelts and other things to make it easier for him to get into, because it's not the easiest thing to get into.
Or get out.
Or get out, which I'm sure he could get out flying. You notice he puts his feet straight into the bottom of the seat and then slides down inside. Brian, you basically lay down in this thing, don't you?
Yes, absolutely, yes. I remember, the first time I ever got in one was in 1969 at Spa-Francorchamps, and it was raining and they'd brought two 917s. They were racing 5 908 longtails, and we had the choice of a 917 or the 908, and both Siffert and I agreed that we'd drive the longtail 908, and in fact we won with that car. But the first time Siffert was out in our 908, there's a 917 sitting there, the rain is falling. Herr Bott, head of engineering, says, Herr Redman, he said, drives a 917. I thought, So I get in it, that's first time in it. Well, my head's against the roof, my knees are up against the wheel, and I'm like this, I start the engine, this is the first time, you see the massive windshield wipers parked over on the left. So I had a quick look round, I turned the wiper on, and it took one sweep and flew off, went right into the pits. So I got out. I switched everything off, got out. Herr Bott said, Herr Redman, why do you not drive as a 917? I said, Herr Bott, it's raining. The windshield wiper's in the back of the pit. He said, go out and drive slowly. So that was my first introduction to the 917. In fact, Gerhard Mitter and Udo Schutz chose to drive the 917, and they blew up on the first lap. I think probably at that time, all the original 917s had 5-speed gearboxes. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, with fifth out like this and forward, up alongside third. And I'm pretty sure that old Gerhard missed a gear. I think he went from fourth to third instead of fourth to fifth. The engine was blown up. And Gerhard was quite a character. He used to say to me when we were meeting in Daytona or Sebring, he said, Brian, how did you come to America? I said, British Airways. He said, fly British, die British.